Howdy y'all! Welcome to Adventures of Kendall. Today, we're going to Old Sacramento. It's a state historical park and it's right on the bank of the Sacramento River. In fact, it is near where the Sacramento and American rivers meet up. It is also California's oldest established city, starting in 1850. And I can't wait to show you this place because most of the buildings there are from 1852. So let's get going and go to Old Sacramento. Our story begins on February 27, 1850, when the city of Sacramento was incorporated. It was developed just after the settlement of Sutter's Fort, just as the California Gold Rush was happening. Soon, the little city became a bustling place with many shops, including the Huntington Hopkins hardware store. We'll get back to this store in a future episode. On August 4th, 1852, the Sacramento Valley Railroad was incorporated, being the first railroad established within the state. And on February 22nd, 1856, the first train operated on Old Sacramento and traveled the entire 22.9-mile line. And despite the entry of both the Sacramento Valley and later the Central Pacific, there were issues underlying the area. Due to the area being built on the bank of the Sacramento River, it would regularly flood. It was only until 1917, when levees were built, that flooding would stop. As the city of Sacramento grew, the relevance of the riverside area became less important until it became Skid Row, with it falling to disrepair and disrepute. However, a large effort was made to secure the area's future as an outdoor living history center similar to colonial Williamsburg in Virginia. And the area was transformed into what it is today, with several historically significant buildings being moved or reconstructed. Those that were beyond repair were demolished, and in some cases reconstructed, like the Abner's Hotel. Today, the Old Sacramento Historic District is a great place to learn about the city's history. Whether it's looking at historical buildings like this reconstruction of the Eagle Theater, or having a unique experience, such as the underground tasting room on the original ground level of Sacramento. Now that we've learned the history of Old Sacramento, let's go see it. All aboard! Welcome to the Central Pacific Railroad Station here at Old Sacramento. As you can see, being here in Old Sacramento is quite a treat, especially around Christmas time. Here, all the buildings are decorated for the holidays. It also means all the shops had neat and wonderful items that would make great Christmas gifts for the whole family. And speaking of shops, let's go down the sidewalk and into one of my favorites, Stage 9. By the way, the sidewalks are mainly wood planks, so you get that old-time feel as you walk down them. Anyway, let's keep going and head straight to the shop. Here it is, Stage 9, and quite a shop it is. Here at Stage 9, there are fantastic items that you can buy from here, such as t-shirts, movie memorabilia, and of course, paintings. This place is quite awesome. Now that we're back outside, let's take a look at all the other things that we can see here, some of which is related to the California State Railroad Museum. Around here, they have locomotives on display, including Santa Fe F Unit 347C. Speaking of trains, here's the boarding platform for the Sacramento Southern Railroad. Here, you can board your train and have a fun, short, peaceful ride down the Sacramento River. They also have special events, such as the Spookomotive for Halloween trips, and the Polar Express for around Christmas time. And speaking of the Polar Express, let's watch the crew prepare the train by switching cars in the yard. And there it is, the Sacramento River herself. And on it is the legendary Delta King, a hotel made from a good old-fashioned paddle wheel steamboat. Yep, being here in Old Sacramento was a blast, especially with all the history around it. But now, let's head back to the studio. Did you enjoy our time in Old Sacramento? I did. I had a great time walking around that area, especially with seeing all that railroad history, including Santa Fe 347C. That was amazing. And seeing all those buildings from 1852, that was a blast. I just love old school architecture. I hope you're ready for next week because we're going to start season 6. And I can't wait to show you all the amazing stuff in the trailer and eventually in season 6. Anyway, if you have a location for us to go on, comment or email down below. We would love to see your suggestions. And also subscribe and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. We would love to see your faces. Anyway, that's all the time we have here on Adventures with Kendall. See you later, folks, and may your gifts bless the world.